What if I told you there's a proven guide to becoming mentally unshakable? A philosophy that's going to turn you into a powerhouse of resilience and build your mental fortitude. What if you want to master your emotions like the Roman emperors, warriors, and thinkers of the ancient times? That guide is Stoicism, a philosophy ingrained in emotional strength that will give you an unimaginably strong personality. Stick around as we uncover the 10 principles to guide your daily Stoic journey. By the end of the video, you will be able to build a mental armor that challenges, fear, and even failure cannot penetrate. And to get a dose of our Stoic wisdom in your journey to building an unimaginable mental fortress, hit the subscribe button and ensure you don't miss a section of the video. Let's jump in. First principle: you're not your emotions. The greatest philosopher and Stoic, Marcus Aurelius, taught us that while emotions are natural, they do not have to dominate our actions or define who we are. His teachings describe emotions like storms. They come and go. You, however, are the steady mountain standing strong in their midst. By practicing self-awareness and mindfulness, you can train yourself to stay calm and composed, no matter the situation. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By separating yourself from your emotions, you have the power to respond to life with wisdom and strength, rather than reacting out of impulse or fear. Second principle: silence is power. In a world where we are constantly pressured to speak, defend, and assert ourselves, the Stoics teach that silence can be far more powerful. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus emphasize the importance of thoughtful speech and only speaking when it's necessary. The Stoics, silence wasn't just the absence of noise. It was an active practice of self-control, reflection, and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius in his daily meditations reminds us, better to trip with the feet than with the tongue. This means that words, if you speak impulsively without thinking, you will always cause chaos, conflicts, and regret. But silence creates space for thought, understanding, and better decisions. By mastering silence, you create a mental fortress, a mind so disciplined that external chaos and noise cannot shake. Third principle: embrace discomfort. In the world we live in, comfort is readily available. Think food deliveries, temperature-controlled spaces, and easily available transport means. It's easier to sink into complacency. But this comfort can weaken our mental and emotional strength. To continuously build a mental fortress, the Stoics practiced what is called voluntary discomfort, a deliberate effort to expose themselves to hardships to prepare for life's inevitable challenges. This practice wasn't about self-punishment. It was about mastering fear, building gratitude, and realizing that our happiness isn't tied to material possessions or perfect conditions. Picture yourself taking the daily Stoic journey. How would you expose yourself to uncomfortable situations? Can you fast, lift weights at the gym, skip the morning coffee, or take cold shower? As you do this, remind yourself of Seneca's words, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Reflect on how you feel afterward. You'll likely notice a new sense of strength and clarity, proof that discomfort is a tool for growth, not a burden. Fourth principle: the obstacle is the way. Picture this: no tree becomes deeply rooted and sturdy unless wind blow against it. It's the force from the blowing wind that makes the tree have a firm grip on the soil. This idea, rooted in ancient Stoicism, teaches us to view challenges not as impediments but as opportunities for growth and transformation. According to Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus reminds us that obstacles aren't external enemies, they're tools for self-improvement. Every challenge is an opportunity to practice a virtue: patience, resilience, courage, or wisdom. Use setbacks as stepping stones to strengthen your character. In your daily Stoic journey, whenever you are faced with difficult situations or you hit roadblocks, remember life's challenges are not problems, but opportunities to practice discipline, endurance, and acceptance. Like the ancient Stoic Seneca, when he was exiled from Rome under Emperor Claudius, he viewed exile as an opportunity to reflect and grow, turning an apparent setback into a period of intellectual and spiritual development. Next time you face an obstacle, remember it is the way. Fifth principle, the art of letting go. In a world that constantly tells us to hold on, whether to possessions, relationships, or outcomes, the Stoics offer a profound counterpoint. Freedom comes from release, not attachment. Stoicism teaches that much of our suffering comes from attachment, whether it's to material possessions, personal desires, or the illusion of control over external events. The Stoics believed that by letting go of these attachments, we achieve inner peace and resilience. In the Stoic philosophy, letting go means focusing only on what's within your control, your thoughts, actions, and decisions, and releasing the need to control external outcomes. Letting go also means embracing life as it is, without wishing it were different. Next time you want to hang on to something, remember the quotes of the greatest philosopher Marcus Aurelius: receive without pride, let go without attachment. Sixth principle, live in the present. Imagine a life where the regrets of the past and the anxieties of the future don't weigh you down. A life where you're fully immersed in the present moment. This idea isn't just a trendy mindfulness practice, it's a core doctrine of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that the present moment is all we truly have. The past is gone, the future is uncertain, and dwelling on either robs us of the opportunity to act in the here and now. Marcus Aurelius in Meditations wrote, "Confine yourself to the present. The present moment is all you ever need." For the Stoics, living in the present didn't mean ignoring the past or failing to plan for the future. It meant focusing on what you can do right now. The present is the only time where we have control and can make a difference. Living in the present helps reduce anxiety, improves focus, and strengthens relationships. If you want to practice living in the present, start by pausing during the day and reflecting what you have done, focusing on one task at a time and practicing mindful gratitude. Remember, the present is the only time where you have control, so use it wisely. Seventh principle, virtue over pleasure. What makes a truly fulfilling life? Is it chasing fleeting pleasures or something deeper and more lasting? The Stoics had a clear answer: virtue over pleasure. They believed that living a life guided by virtue, qualities like wisdom, courage, and justice, was far more meaningful than seeking temporary gratification. In the ancient world, philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca believed that pleasure was often a distraction that weakened the soul. Virtue, they argued, was the true path to strength and fulfillment. How can you choose virtue over pleasure in modern life? These are simple things to do. Avoid binge eating, stop procrastinating, stop taking shortcuts at work, avoid binge watching TV. When you prioritize virtue over pleasure, you build a life of purpose and resilience. As the Stoics taught, true happiness isn't found in momentary indulgence but in living a life of integrity and meaning. Eighth principle, seek progress, not perfection. Are you someone who gets stuck waiting for the perfect moment or outcome? The Stoics have some advice for you. Seek progress, not perfection. This timeless principle teaches us that growth and effort matter far more than flawless results. This principle isn't just ancient wisdom. It's a mindset that can unlock your potential in today's world. When you focus on progress, every step forward counts, even the stumbles. The goal is not to be perfect, but to be better than you were yesterday. If you want to write a book, start with one page even if it's messy. Want to build a fitness habit? One push-up today beats waiting for the perfect gym day. You have just failed at something? That's the fuel for growth, not the end of the road. Seeking progress over perfection frees you from fear and frustration. It allows you to appreciate the journey instead of obsessing over the destination. As the Stoics taught, the path to greatness is paved with effort, not perfection. The greatest Stoics believed that becoming better, little by little, was more important than waiting for the perfect version of yourself to magically appear. Ninth principle, practice negative visualization. Have you ever considered what your life would be like if you lost the things you hold most dear? It may sound unsettling, But the Stoics believed this practice, called negative visualization, is one of the most powerful tools for building resilience and gratitude. Negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils, is the Stoic practice of imagining worst-case scenarios. Far from being pessimistic, this exercise is about preparing your mind for life's uncertainties and appreciating what you already have. Negative visualization isn't about living in fear, it's about living with perspective. As the Stoics taught, by reflecting on life's uncertainties, we grow stronger, more grateful, and better prepared for whatever comes our way. The ancient Stoic Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." For the Stoics, reflecting on loss, whether of life, possessions, or loved ones, was not meant to provoke fear, but to sharpen their focus on what truly matters. Thinking about the absence of something, your health, a loved one, a job, relationships, or even a basic comfort, makes you appreciate it more in the present moment. So, what are you grateful for now? 10th principle, the power of daily reflection. In our fast-paced world, there are constant distractions everywhere, endless scrolling, packed schedules, and relentless social notifications. It's easy to lose sight of who we are and what truly matters. How often do we pause to reflect on the choices we make or the actions we take? For the Stoics, reflection wasn't optional, it was essential. The power of daily reflection is the cornerstone of Stoic practice, and Stoic philosophers understood the value of self-examination. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When the evening comes, ask yourself, what good have I done today? What could I have done better?" For the Stoics, daily reflection was about taking stock of their thoughts and actions. They believed that a life unexamined was a life wasted. Through reflection, they aimed to align their actions with their principles and continuously improve. In the modern day full of distractions, taking stock of your day is key. At the end of each day, spend 5 minutes journaling or reflecting quietly. Ask yourself 3 questions. What did I do well today? Where could I have done better? What will I focus on tomorrow? Like the great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, put your thoughts on paper. This creates clarity and reinforces your growth.